always feel like I have stuff on my lips. Lots of water. Lots of chapstick. Oh, that piece of hair is very blue under this light. Not silver at all. What are you gonna do? Hi friends. I come to you with a full face minus my eyeballs. So what do you guess we're gonna do today? I have a feeling it's probably our eyeballs, right? Would that be anyone else's guess? Raise your hand. No? Okay, well, it's eyeballs. So, long time no chat. I didn't post a video last week. I didn't post a Makeup Monday 2 weeks in a row now. We're doing our best, okay? We're trying our best, okay? But we're back, and this is a video I planned on filming last week and didn't get around to, but today is February 24th. How did they two-shot him? No one's sure. February 24th. My birthday was February 11th. And Sean's dad came over on February 12th. We had dinner. It was great. And he came with some Sephora gifts. Man after my own heart, you know? But not only that, but I also got a gift card from my mother to Sephora and a gift card from John, Sean's father, to Sephora. So I want to do like a shop with me video where we go to Sephora together. I record myself picking out makeup and then I buy it and I come back here and we put it on. And I feel like that would be wicked fun. But right now, we're going to use the products that... Does this mean my memory card is full? I think it does. I have 16 seconds. We're gonna use the products that he got me. I have such a collection of memory cards at this point because I film a lot, so I buy a ton of memory cards. And one thing is this little memory card holder, which is so nice because I also do photography, so I have a lot of really old memory cards in here as well. So currently there are 4 fully used memory cards in here, now going to be 5. And there's room for a bunch more. So I think this thing's wicked cool. It keeps them all in place. I can find them all. If I ever want to reference old photos I've ever taken or old anything, these are the memory cards I've had since I started photography when I was in high school. And since I've been doing recording and things, I can hold on to them as well. So just a little tidbit. Anyways, what I was saying was one of the gifts that he gave me was this cute little Ilia lip wrap hydrating mask. It's like a what does this smell? I don't know, but it's this cute little like lip balm and it's really fun and I like it. But he also got me 2 other things. One of them we're gonna be focusing on today. The other one is this Rare Beauty glossy lip balm in the shade Neutral, which we're gonna use on our lips today. And the last thing he got me other than the gift card was this Violet Voss I Love You Cherry Much palette, which is what we are gonna do today, is 2 looks using this palette. So the adorable story of how he picked out all these products, and he watches these videos. So hi John, thank you. You're the best, you're my favorite human. So these things, he walked into Sephora. This is his story, so if I get it wrong, I'm sorry, but he walked into Sephora and he was like, well, she has everything. So I need something that just came out like today, or else she probably has it. And so they gave him all these things. So I didn't have any of them. So good for him. And what's really funny is the blush I used today is the Rare Beauty cream melting blush. Melting cream blush or whatever, in Nearly Neutral, and it's the same shade as the glossy lip balm. So win-win, because obviously I like that color. Anyways, Violet Voss I Love You Cherry Much palette. This is, we're gonna get nice and up close here, a warm toned dream, and the shimmers are so pretty in this palette. The only Violet Voss palette I ever had prior to this one was the Violet Voss X Lar Lee palette way back in the day. And I actually just recently took that out of my collection and gave it to my friend Ashley because I have not used it in a very long time. But I got it when I was pregnant, and I remember buying it and her doing that collab, and I was so excited for that palette. And the quality of the shadows was great, so I can only imagine how great this palette is. A little bit of a disclaimer, I have already used this, I think 2 different times. And I've only used one of the shades that I plan on using today previously. 2 of them. I like 2 of them. But I wanted to do something fun. I even made notes of what looks I wanted to do on my face. I wanted to give you 2 looks, so 1 on each eye. And kind of give like a, maybe 2, 1 you could probably see coming, but 1 is like a look that you might not be able to pull out of this palette on your own. But we're going to do a pink look and we're going to do a cool toned look. And despite this really warm toned palette, these 4 shades are pretty cool toned. So we're going to do a whole look using those 4 shades in that little corner. And then we're also going to make a look using all of the pinky tones in this palette as well. So without further ado, let's zoom you in, prime the eyes, and get started. What do you say? And we're zoomed in. Wow. Oh, I gotta focus it on my face because it doesn't want to focus. There we go. I feel really pretty today. I really do. For my base, I use my typical primers, which is the mix of Too Faced Hangover RX, e.l.f. Poreless Putty. Then I put down my cream contour or cream bronzer, which was the Milk Bronzer Stick. Then I did my concealers, my Rare Beauty blush, and then I put my foundation on top, and I mixed the Auric Radiant or Glow Lust Radiant Luminizer and my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow and put it all over my face. I feel so pretty. Anyways, let's get started on these eyes. So the first look we're going to do is the pinky look. So I'm going to prime 1 at a time just because it's going to be a while before I get to the other eye. So I don't really see why priming both would be beneficial at the moment. I'm going to very quickly grab my setting brush and just set my eye. Anyways, let's get started. I have my color switch. I'm just going to take my first brush. I'm probably going to put all of them through this because I haven't washed them in a while, and some of them are really stained because I actually did use them, I think yesterday, on some of these pinky tones. First shade we're going to go into is Too Cute over here. It is the pink, like light pink. Just gonna get the brush, you know the drill. And what am I gonna do here? I think I'm just gonna start doing like an everyday look, a simple everyday look. Do I want to go crazy and put eyeshadow in places that most people wouldn't? Probably. Will I right now? No. So we're just blending. First, I'm tapping on the outer corner. And then I'm blending up into the crease with windshield wiper motions like so. And then a few small circular motions as well. Okay, and then we take a clean blending brush right here, this big floofy clean blending brush, and we just go over and buff our edges, make sure everything is nice and blended. The mirror in this palette, stunning, great. And now we layer. We add depth with the same color just so we don't have to dip into a million shades. There are a few pinks, there's about 3 different pinky shades in here that we can use that are matte, but I want to try to build my color with this one shade and see how far we can get. My pressure when I'm starting to blend in here is very light. I don't want it to be super harsh because it's going to deposit a lot more color than I am hoping for. And it also is going to make the blending much more harsh. So the lighter your pressure, the more you're kind of fluffing the color on. And that is what we're going for, a floof. Now I am going to take this brush freshly off the color switch. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I swear it is. And I'm going to dip into Wild Cherry, which is right here. This is a pink with like a gold shimmer in it, but it's like a matte shade, so I feel like when I tap it off, I'm probably not going to get any gold actually deposited onto my eye. Yeah, no, it's just pink, which is good. That is what I prefer. I don't really want like gold glitters in my mattes. That's typically not my desire to have glittery mattes. So I do like that with tapping it off, I kind of lose that glittery tone. The one thing I've been noticing lately is my eyes being dry. Eyeshadow is like collecting in weird spots because my eyes are just so dry. And it's not the eyeshadow's fault. It's just what's going on with my eyelids. Winter does a lot of really bad things for my skin. And like I have eczema spots underneath both of my lower lash lines right now. Like you can see what's going on over here. There's also a big spot like right over here. And they flake and they do their own thing. So winter is not my friend. My skin is very unhappy in the winter. So, yummy. All right, I'm gonna take this little tiny detail fluffy brush and go into Berry Sweet, which is this deeper like maroon shade. Still in the pink family. Getting some of that color on there, and I am actually going to keep it to my lower lash line. Sorry, my lash line, not my lower, silly. Then I'm going to take the brush with Wild Cherry on it and blend over top of that. And my OG brush and blend over top of that. Layers, kiddos. I think I want to put something on my lid now. So I'm kind of torn between, this one's Heartbeat and this one's Cherry Kiss. I am kind of brighter, so I wonder if Cherry Kiss is the way to go. Maybe with a little bit of Affection or Dreamy on there. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna take this itty bitty. I'm going to get my setting spray, very important. In order to make shimmers really shine, you're gonna wanna wet them. And it's nothing against any company, it's just the best way to make it work. So I have all of this, I'm gonna, you know, like every single shimmer is the same way. The best way to make it shine is to wet it. So now that's wet and we're just gonna kind of paint it on. Ooh, I just got a fallout. Oopsies. We didn't plan for that. See the fallout? I'm gonna do our best, but there's a chance that I might. So see, actually, I just got it all off. Taking a brush with nothing on it, and I am swiping up, and it is like flicking the fallout right off my face, which is great. That is exactly what we wanted. I'm just being careful to tap off all the excess now, so I'm not getting more fallout. We are just putting that all over our eyeballs. Ooh, that is nice. I do think I'm gonna throw maybe Affection in the inner corner. Where's that brush? Where'd that boy go? Right there. Okay. So Affection is right here, this little bright guy. Am I ready for that? Yeah, I am. So I've kind of liked creating this like harsher shape when I'm doing shadow. I don't know why. I did that the other day with my Natasha Denona palette and I thought it was really fun. Okay, so sorry, I'm like really close to my mirror. I'm actually pulling this inner corner shade up higher into my crease. I'm actually gonna put it a little bit on my lower lash line. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more of Wild Cherry and I'm just going to try and blend it into this, which it's doing it perfectly. Phenomenal. Those colors really work well together. Excited about that. Great, now lower lash line super fast. I'm just gonna put two cute Wild Cherry and Berry Sweet. Okay, now I'm going to put mascara one lash on and then we'll do this eye, so please hold. Let me get up close so you can see what's going on. So here's my pink eye. And then we're gonna do the cool tone on this side, but okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't apply this lash like really good. Like I missed my lash line. It's like a little too high up and I don't have like liner on, so you can really tell. Whatever, we did our fucking best and that's all we can ask for. Don't mind me just trying to push them up so that they look better. These aren't like my favorite lashes I've ever used. I've owned this. These are the Ardell Faux Mink in 814. I've owned this pair of lashes for so long, but I just needed to use them. I just have never used them. Okay, moving on to eye number 2, which is our cool toned moment. And that is in this little section over here. So these 4 shades are really cool toned, which I think is super interesting in a palette like this, because you look at it and you're like, oh, all reds and super warm. No, no, no. No, no, no. Surprise. There's a really good way to make a cool toned look out of here, so that's what we're gonna do. I just put too much eyeshadow primer on my finger. Why can't I talk? Also, Alina painted my nails. She's very proud of them, so I cannot take them off. If you are judging me, I didn't do it. I painted hers. I did like all cute little purple colors, and she chose all the colors for mine. One color for every nail. And they're starting to chip, but it's okay. They looked about the same even when they weren't chipping, if we're being honest, so. Irregardless, if you've been noticing that my nails are like crazy, that is why. Okay, I wanna do, please hold, I have to clean off a brush. I wanna do, what is happening? We're good. A halo eye. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted, but I want to do a halo eye. So I'm actually going to start with this shade, All Love. It looks dark, so I'm going to just really tap off, and so I can start small, kind of work my way up and not start super pigmented. So let's start by tapping on the outer corner. And we all know what halo eyes are now, right? It's when there's a spotlight or a halo in the center where you have your brightness and your shimmer. And then you have the inner and outer corners with the matte, deeper shadows. I can't get super in. Let me get another little floofy brush, make sure it's clean. I'm actually going to get into my inner corner with this. I'm actually going to try and not connect them in the middle today. Typically I connect them in the middle and blend like the 2 outer and inner corners together, the 2 sides. I'm gonna try to leave it open and just bring the halo like all the way up into my crease and see how that goes. Sounds like fun, right? Sounds like a good time. I think so. Then we're going to build a little bit more with the same color, similar to last time when you don't want to have, or say you don't have like 4 or 5 of the exact same tone of shadows, all a little bit deeper than the other to like really build your gradient. You can build your gradient with the same actual eyeshadow just by building it. And that is actually a really good exercise to force you to get better at working with your shadows and blending. Where did my brush go? Right here. And getting you into the habit of really getting the most out of your shadows and also starting small. So if you're familiarizing yourself with your shadows more and able to determine how deep you can get each individual shadow to go, it's a really good practice. So we're just gonna keep doing that. So see how we've already like really deepened this up quite a bit and we haven't had to do too much. It's just been the one shade. Sometimes you can gain some really good depth just from one individual shadow and just working at it and layering it. So now I'm going to take this brush, which looks clean, we are going to dip into Juicy, which is this like purpley tone right here. And this is slightly deeper than All Love, and it does have, like I said, a purpley hint to it, but it is definitely cool toned. So as we're gonna start to build, we don't wanna keep bringing the color up higher. We wanna slowly bring it down more detailed. So this one is just gonna go directly on our lid. Okay, I'm gonna clean off this tiny blending brush again and do the exact same that I did with All Love, but this time with Juicy in the inner corner, just because it's easier to get to with this brush. Before I owned brushes of this size, I would just pinch my brush and really get it in there, but this is perfectly acceptable as well. OG blending brush. Supposedly my battery is running low. I don't know why that is necessary right now. I am in the middle of something. Okay. And now ever so slightly, I'm gonna take this pencil brush and dip into Chocolate Cherry, which is this very deep tone. Shawnee Anthony, stop swearing in my YouTube videos. And we are going even more detailed this time than last time, just keeping it really low. Okay. Now I'm going to take that original, this fluffy guy, and I'm going to blend the edges. Okay, I think I'm happy with my matte shadows for now. I'm definitely going to have to, I don't even have mascara on this side, what is happening? I'm definitely going to have to go in and touch it up once I have the center shade on, so I'm gonna move on to the center shade for that reason. My next eyeshadow brush, here. Same brush that we used before, just color switching it. Like I said, it's gonna have to happen a lot. Now we are dipping into Romance, which is this deep, cool toned, like bronzy shade right here, which I am very excited about. Same thing with spraying it to make it better. She is nice and wet. And now we're just gonna put her right in the center of our eye. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at her go. And then I believe I want to take another shade and put it right in the center. I'm going to take Dreamy, which is this shade right here. I'm going to put that right in the middle. I just want it to be a little bit brighter because, like, yeah, I'm getting the halo effect, but I want there to be like an illusion of shine right in the center of my lid. So this itty bitty brush, and we're just going to, how do I want to do this? So see how that added some effect? I'm just gonna tap over it with my finger. But so you get your shimmer and then you get like that shine right in the center. Nice little effect there. Now I'm going to take a hair of All Love on that blending brush and blend it in. So we kind of mask those harsh lines. Okay, so I'm gonna repeat the exact same thing on the lower lash line. So we're gonna do All Love on the outer and inner, and then we're going to move on to Juicy, and then Chocolate Cherry, Romance, and Dreamy. I'm also going to put on lashes, mascara, and all that, and I will come back because my battery's about to die and I'm running out of time. So when I come back, we will put a lip on together and then we'll be done. So, okay, I'm back and we have all of the things on our eyes. And I feel like I did a way better job applying this lash. Although I put it a bit too far on my outer corner. I feel like it's sticking out over here more than it should be. That always happens. I always do that with at least one eye. I'm just not good at that. But we're gonna do a lip. And I also feel like I need a bit more blush, but like I don't have one in front of me. So how are we doing in the hair department today? I mean, like, we could be better. I feel like we're doing our best. Don't look back here. Okay. Forever Walnut by Makeup Forever. Artist Color Pencil 606 Forever Walnut. And then we're going to apply this Rare Beauty Glossy Lip Balm in the shade Nearly Neutral right on top. They're not perfectly even. And you know what? That's just how we're gonna have to live. This is the applicator on the glossy lip balm. It's like a little pointed applicator. I actually really enjoy it because it gets really close to your lip line, which is awesome. So. And that was all one dip. I didn't dip back in or anything. So it is not the glossiest lip gloss I've ever tried. It is considered a lip balm. I tried to put it on one day as just a plain lip balm. I wouldn't. It's definitely a gloss. I don't consider it to be the same as like my soft lips chapstick or my Ilia hydrating mask. Like they're just not the same thing. So I appreciate them listing it as a lip balm, but that's just not, it's a gloss. Let's be honest with ourselves. I really enjoy the packaging of this because it has a flat side. It can lay down and not roll. So that is something that I do really enjoy. Back to the palette. So we have our two eye looks. We have our pink and then we have our cool toned look, the unexpected cool toned look that came out of this bright cherry palette. I have also dipped into some of the more neutral shades in this area as well, and I've swatched all of the shimmers, and I can say that there's only one shade in this palette that I haven't used that is blushing, which is just like a matte, pretty shade, like a matte neutrally warm pink toned almost. It is a little bit pinky, has a hint of like peachy in there, a little bit of brown. It's not like a bright pink or anything that I would have felt fit the look for my pink eye, but the pink is so bright. Wild Cherry is a beautiful bright pink and it comes off that way, and I do really enjoy it. I like that the glitter doesn't come off when you do put it on your eye. Too Cute, the first pink shade I used, beautiful. I really enjoy that shade simply because it is just like a light wash of pink. The reason that that is awesome is because you can do that as an all over one shadow look and it'll be super easy. Also, All About You and Go Wild. So All About You is here and Go Wild is here. Those are just your standard neutral browns, everyday shades. If you want to do an everyday look, you can throw All About You all over your eye as a wash. You can also do it in the crease and then deepen with Go Wild and add like Dreamy or Affection, which are these two shimmers all over your lid, and you would look really put together but not have it be crazy complicated or out there. I just threw it on my desk. And then just the shades in general, just really interesting. But what I do find interesting is that this palette has a lot more deeper tones than they do like the lighter tones that are unwearable for deeper skin tones. So I do think if you have a medium to a deep skin tone that this palette could have a lot of various options for you, simply because it does have those darker colors. I enjoy that as a person reviewing a product because I'm able to tell you that it is something that you can use and would be beneficial for multiple skin tones. When you look at some palettes, let me see if I can find an example really quick. This is the KKW Beauty Classic palette. If you're looking at a palette like this and you're trying to use this in deeper skin tones, realistically, these are the shades you can use when you're darker because these are not going to show up, especially this purple. Like they're just not realistic for people of multiple skin tones. It doesn't fit a wide range of people, of users. But you look at this and the tones just start off dark. Like even this is your lightest crease shade and it still isn't even as light as some of the shades that you're going to get out of most palettes. Like this being your lightest crease shade in this palette, way lighter than that one. See what I mean? So I feel like the versatility and the audience for this palette is much wider and it casts a much greater net than most eyeshadow palettes that I've seen. I really enjoy it. I think it's really fun. I feel like you can make really fun looks with it. I do think that if you like warm tones, except you want it to be more of like an everyday palette, I feel like this one is a bit more of like a punchy, fun palette for me. Using it every day would be a little bit harder just because the tones are slightly deeper, other than like All About You and Too Cute, and maybe Blushing could even go all over my lid as well. But if I want like a deeper, more fun look, I have so many options in here. Also, I really enjoy Juicy, that like purple shade. You saw how it went on. It's just a really interesting shade. I do not think that I have another palette that has a shade like Juicy in it. which is hard to say because I do own a lot of palettes. But it's just like that really interesting, cool toned purple. And I just find it so cool. And I feel like it comes across really well in the eye. You can definitely see the purple. The color payoff is very similar to what you see in pan. You're not going to get like a way deeper shade on your eye. The shimmers are just beautiful. I need to go take pictures of this. It is currently 10:01 and I haven't taken any photos and I need to go to sleep. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. Let me know if you're interested in that video I mentioned where you come shopping with me at Sephora and then we come back and we do it together where we put all the makeup on our face and have a great time. And also let me know if you like this style of review versus the last couple eyeshadow palette reviews I've done where I swatch every shade and go full in-depth review, whereas this was more of like a try-on chit-chatty tutorial. Just let me know what your preferred style is and I can really cater to your needs. Go follow me on Instagram at CaitlinJolene_makeup. That is where I post every week on Makeup Monday. I have been slacking lately, but I do an Instagram tutorial on my stories where you get to just see me get ready for work and do casual stuff, listen to music. It's a great time. Also, I have decided to change my TikTok into a makeup TikTok, so at CaitlinJolene_makeup on there as well. I haven't posted anything yet, but I am going to start working on it. I'm gonna start forcing myself to be a TikToker with makeup. I'm gonna do it. I've committed. I just haven't done it, but I'm going to, you know? You know what I mean? Like I will, and I'm saying it out loud, so I have to hold myself accountable, and this is now on the internet, so like everybody can get mad if I don't do it. And then obviously stick around here for videos every Friday at 5 p.m. Hope you had a great day, great week, great time watching me. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna go. Here I come. Oh, friends, here we are back at our stomping ground. So if you made it this far, which you know the drill, if you made it this far to see my eye looks up close and to hear me say the magic word, that you should comment down below, because I want to see who actually makes it to the end of the video, you know, like who makes it to the end. So if you made it this far, down below I would like you to comment. Oh, you can see how bad this eyelash is applied. Whatever. I would like you to comment the word, actually it's a cherry palette. Comment the cherry emoji down there, okay? That's what we're gonna do. Anyways, I love you all so much. Have a great day.